Alright, what's up everybody? So it is currently 10:44. I've been home from work for about 15 minutes. And it's time for me to cook dinner. So that's one thing I've been trying to do here in 2025 is instead of going out for dinner every night, because, you know, it's expensive, and doing McDonald's and Domino's and all that crap. Instead of doing all that, I've been trying to cook and, you know, learning how to cook different things. Recently, what I've been trying to learn how to cook is steak. Now, I've cooked New York strips, I've cooked sirloins. I finally feel like I've got myself in a place where I can cook it pretty consistently well and get it to the temp I want. So tonight, I am going to cook my first ever filet mignon. I've had it before, obviously, but I've never cooked it. And I'm a little teensy bit nervous because I don't want to mess it up because it's an expensive cut of meat. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and give this a shot. Let's go ahead and, yeah, let's get to it. Alright, first thing I always do while I'm cooking is we will to go ahead and get my pan set up. So I always start it on low. So for me, that's 2, you know, the second setting. So I usually set it on about 2. And I don't measure my olive oil. I just, you know, until it looks right. That's probably good. That's probably about 2 teaspoons or something. I don't actually know. But go ahead and drop that, get that going. So now that that's moved around, I'm going to go ahead and take some butter. And cut it about right there. You kind of eyeball it, see how much you want. It depends on how much you want. That's probably good for me. Get a knob of butter, get it in there, and it should start melting here. And while that's doing that, so I like to try and move it around, get it to start melting. Trying to get the butter and all just simmer. So we got oil and butter to coat our pan. So while that is melting and doing its thing, we're going to go ahead and move over to seasoning the steak. Alright, this part's usually pretty simple. So this is the seasoning process that I usually go through. So what you're going to need for what I'm doing here tonight, I got some thyme, rosemary, salt, any salt, table salt, garlic powder, and peppercorn, and pepper. So let's start simple. I always start with a layer of salt, so get it high up. Go ahead and get that nice coat of salt there. I'm gonna flip it over. Now obviously, the first thing you should have done before you started cooking anything is wash your hands. So if I didn't add that step, well, it's kind of obvious. You should know to wash your hands. Go ahead and mop up that seasoning, make sure it all gets on all sides. And while that's doing that, I mean, you can check your oil and stuff. So next up, we get pepper. Nice coat of pepper, well seasoned. Over both sides as even as you can get it. Every bite there of that pepper. Alright, on the side, and over that. And you can always go back and double salt it. There's pepper. Season it pretty well here. One thing that mop does, it also helps get the meat to to get that salt and pepper to get deeper into the meat. Alright, so mop that up there. Make sure all your sides are nice and seasoned. And now I'm going to hit it with the garlic. Same thing, nice and high. I try and, this usually gets a little bit more than everything else. Look at that. Just a nice even coat. I usually just go and do it all at once, and then, but this a little bit. I want to make sure I show you guys a little bit of everything here. Salt, pepper, garlic. Beautiful. All right. Salt, pepper. Ready to be over-seasoned and under-seasoned. Alright, now that that is done, we're going to go ahead and move this stuff. And now we get to cooking. Alright, so now that's all settled. The pan should be to heat if you started it while you were seasoning. Alright, so how I'm going to do this is I'm going to do 3 minutes each side, and I'm going to change it every minute, so you can go ahead and set your timer, 6, and there we are. And while it's doing its first sear, let's get it and just in here. Get that nice spaced. Just get that butter on it. That's what I like to do. Now that that's doing that, nice sizzle. I'm going to go ahead and take a couple stalks at a time. You can already smell that beautiful aroma. A little bit of rosemary. Alright, and that first minute has passed. Let's go for this bad boy. And that's the color you want. You want that nice brown color. Bring my timer around so it's cooking inside that butter. I like trying to keep all my butter in one spot. It's easier to scoop it that way. So when it's a bit hard base, which we should be doing, I usually do it about 30 seconds into the minute. I usually try to do 30 seconds on each flip. Alright, so we got about 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, flip that over. Look at that nice color there. Nice. Probably could do a little bit more butter here. Now what I tend to do is just drag the bottom of the spoon along so you get that nice even coat. Now with this, And you can obviously move your time around. That's why I like my tongs, because I can kind of pick stuff up, put it back down, move it all around. Put the time on there. And now it's time for another flip. Again, 30 seconds on that baste. And I'll still try and keep it on heat now that we're getting a little bit deeper in the process. Just trying to keep it on that heat and continue basting nice and even. Let the pan do the work for you. You really don't want to sit here and see how you get it all into that one spot, and it just makes it so much easier to scoop that butter out of oil. About to flip again. We got two more flips, or one more flip on each side, and we should be getting quite close to being done here. Probably right there. There's a beautiful steak right there. Now, mind you, this is my first time cooking the filet mignon, so I don't know exactly how long I should be doing this for. And you see that beauty. It is very pretty. Alright, let's flip for the last time. Beautiful basting, just getting that thyme in there, mixing it in, getting all that flavor on your steak. Butter, that hot butter is going to help it tenderize and whatever it does. I actually don't know what, to be so real with you, I have no idea what doing this basting does. Sorry, my alarm went off. But this, like I said, I don't know what really basting this does, but it's fun. I like doing it. So what I'm actually going to do here is I want to check this. I think I'm going to go 2 more minutes. I'm going to do another flip on each side. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 2 more minutes just to be safe. I don't want to undercook it. I also don't really want to overcook it, but it'll be okay. Timer. Which I know that just seared for like a solid 30 seconds. So. Already a very tender piece of meat, so I'm really excited to see how this comes out. And then once we're finished here, what I'll do is I will let it rest on the cutting board for 10 minutes. So really I did 4 minutes on both sides, but that should bring me closer to like a medium, which is fine with me. Thanks, that's a beautiful piece of food. And that's the thing, like, with like doing this, like trying to cook and stuff, that's the biggest thing I've noticed, is it's actually fun. It's a fun, like, pastime. You know, cooking those things can be enjoyable. I think there's such a different satisfaction of eating something you cooked compared to like eating something from a restaurant. So we're gonna go take this off the heat here. We'll do one more round of basting. Give it that last few seconds of flavor and all that tiny dandy bullshit. Cool. That's probably good. I'll turn off my heat here. Look at that. Look at the juice coming off of that, dude. That is a beautiful piece of steak. Alright. So now I'm going to probably go prep a salad or something to go with it. But yeah, no, that's my filet mignon. I will let you guys know how it tastes, and I'm going to show you guys how I played it too, so, because I got to be all extra fancy, so see you there shortly. Alright, ladies and gents, steak has rested for 10 minutes, so go ahead and get the trusty big boy. Ready to fork. Hold on. It'll be a fork. It's my preferred method of holding the shit still. So, like cutting through butter, bro. Alright. Gonna trim that fat off. Just a personal preference more than anything. Alright. And sometimes you don't always get all the way through on these. So go ahead and just... It's not as pretty. I shouldn't be using my fingers, probably, but Gordon Ramsay would be pissed. That is beautiful. I probably should have stopped it after the two. Look at that. Watch. So, oh, look. It's just so. That is delightful. That is delectable. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Oh man. Right. Now that it's been tried. So here's the fancy bit that I like to do. Lay them out in your strips. It was delicious. It's so good. Dude, that is maybe the best thing I've ever made. That is so good. So I always take my sauce, the butter that I basted, and then No, you can't see. Hold on. So it's like that. Remember what I said earlier with the nice edge of the spoon? Same thing. Just a beautiful drizzle. Look at that. And that is my beautiful first time ever filet mignon. I made a salad too. Just lettuce, cucumbers, carrots, and croutons. A little bit of Italian dressing. A lot of bit of Italian dressing because your boy, your boy's fat. Anyway, I'm gonna go tear this shit up, and then I'm gonna edit this and post it somewhere. Don't know where, but somewhere. All right. Well, take care. Have a great rest of your night.